Welcome to That's Good Broncos. I am Brandon Perna, newest guest star of the very popular TV show, Dancing Alone.
I'm a dancing with myself. I'm a dancing with myself. 'Cause I dance alone. 'Cause nobody wants to dance with me.
Today, yes, we'll look at Von Miller's performance on Dancing with the Stars and how it's ruining all of our lives.
'Cause I'm a dancing with myself. I'm a dancing with myself. I'm a dancing with myself. I'm a dancing with myself.
Von Miller did make his debut on Dancing with the Stars this week, and in true garbage TV form, they had Von Miller dance last, forcing loyal Broncos fans all around the country to sit through 2 hours of the worst television I've ever watched in my life. And I once watched the last 5 seasons of Dexter. The only part I liked about the episode is when Geraldo Rivera danced and did this.
Out here like you wanna be someone else now.
And this.
You're fine, so fine. You are finding your life.
And then my dad said, Geraldo looks like a pathetic grandpa Captain Hook who can't dance. In fact, his feet are probably made of hooks too. Then my dad and I stopped watching while Jess and my mom switched to The Voice. The intro of the show consisted of Doug Flutie throwing a silver diamond-studded football to Antonio Brown, where he and Von Miller dance fought, and then duo danced with 2 cheerleaders before this old-ass ref came in and stopped the fun. Oh shit! That's not the ref! That's just another judge from Dancing with the Stars. Penalty on the field. Penalty on the field. Encroachment on my evening of entertainment. Von Miller and Antonio Brown are cool guys. They're like super cool guys. And it's amazing to me how quickly some shitty music, flashing lights, and cheesy dance routines can make them look as uncool as an attendee at a Trump rally. Doug Flutie sort of danced to Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline, and although he's what some experts would classify as a shitty dancer, his perfectly feathered hair remains king of the 80s. I scouted Flutie coming out of college, and I said it then, and I'll have to say it again now. Flutie is simply too short to be an effective professional dancer. Steelers receiver Antonio Brown missed this year's playoff game against the Broncos with a concussion, but now he's battling Von Miller to be dance master of the world. I believe with his nimble feet and cat-like reflexes, Brown has a better chance at winning the contest. If I'm Von Miller, I'd pay Vontaze Burfict to make a surprise guest appearance during Antonio Brown's next performance. Now you might be wondering why NFL players would participate in Dancing with the Stars. Do they really love dancing? Is it for the money and attention? No. Sadly, after the transformation that has happened in the NFL over the past 2 years, this is the only safe place for them to toss women to the ground without repercussion. I will say I'm proud of Antonio Brown and what he's done to transcend the idea that all NFL football players are homophobic. He seemed genuinely flattered after one of the judges openly hit on him.
Keep that frame right up and erect, at all times, yeah?
Way to be a sport, Antonio. Finally, Von Miller graced us with his performance. Now, I was glad to see fellow Broncos TJ Ward, Omar Bolden, and Kayvon Webster joining Miller to open his performance. While skipping around the floor, Von Miller looked like a classic dancing gentleman, and then he looked like the guy we've seen celebrate on the field. But if you look closely in the background, TJ Ward was the only man standing and dancing like a madman in the shadows. I can't be sure, but I'm also guessing TJ Ward started the MVP chant after Miller's dance.
Great job. Hey, there you go.
Look, I thought Von Miller was pretty good, but the judges gave Miller and Antonio Brown the exact same score of 21. So I'm happy to see Miller continue his celebrity tour, but I hope he doesn't last long on this show because I can't keep watching this shit. Finally, to promote Von's appearance, the two-faced NFL posted a video titled Top 5 Von Miller Sack Dances. Great, right? Wrong. Wrong. Because sack dance number 2 is the Hingle-McCringleberry pelvis thrust dance that the NFL fined Von Miller $11,567 for. Sure, they waited until he thrusted again in Detroit to officially fine him, but this thrust cost Miller nearly $12,000. And now, the NFL is making money off of it. Is it just me, or does it seem insane to fine a player the cost of a 2010 Volkswagen GTI for a celebration on the field and then use that same celebration to profit from? I'd like to thank Mike Morrison for sending me that video on Twitter and reminding me how the NFL continues to prioritize money over the humans it employs. This episode was supposed to be about dancing, and now I'm pissed about your blatant hypocrisy, NFL. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. Make sure you check out more of my videos over at the Mile High Report. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna. And let's keep watching good television, all right? This Dancing with the Stars show is just bad. It is, it's like, it's like, I might enjoy this because Von Miller's on it, and then I start watching it, and I'm like,